Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I hope everyone is doing great. Okay, straight on to today's video or today's topic. Now, I've been having lots of people email me or put in the comment or write in the comment section asking what to do when they can't find a school that is sponsoring. Now, before I delve into that, just to say that sponsorship is a new topic in the UK, okay? It's something new. So a lot of schools haven't caught on to the sponsorship thing. Now, this is particularly for primary. Secondary, I think a lot of them are catching on to it, but primary, a lot of them are not. Now, for instance, I mentioned in one of my videos that I spoke to my HR in my school asking about the sponsorship thing and whether our school we do it. And she looked at me like, what are you talking about? I've never heard anything like that. Now, this is the HR manager in my school. So she doesn't even have any clue about it as at the time I asked her. So maybe now she would, but at then she didn't. So just to let you know that sponsorship for schools is still quite new. So a lot of schools still haven't bought the idea yet. Now, what do you do? Now, because if you can't find a job saying they're sponsoring. Now, number one, those of you who are on my channel who follow me, you've heard me talk about my new term a lot. And my new term is a platform where you can find teaching jobs all over the UK. Now, in my new term, they usually advertise jobs, and in like the first interface you see up for the job advert, they will tell you if they will be sponsoring or not. You're going to see visa sponsorship underneath the advert if they are offering that. Now, if they are not offering that, do you just look at the job and say, okay, it's not offering visa sponsorship? Like I would advise anyone, the people who've emailed me and have replied, and I will say this to everyone. If you see a job that you meet your specification, now first thing first, that job needs to meet your specification and also you meet their requirements, okay? If you think you've got all the necessary things that they're asking for in that job and you've got it, but then they're not offering sponsorship, all you need to do is just to send them an email, okay? You can call them if you want a quick answer, but of course, depending on where you are, this might be an expensive option. But all you just need to do is send them an email, find their email, send them an email and ask, look, I saw this job advert. I am in India, I am in Nigeria, I'm in Ghana, I'm in South Africa, I'm a qualified teacher with this and this experience. I've taught primary, I've taught secondary, and I saw this job advert that you are posting at the moment. I meet all your requirements. I have all the things that you're asking for, but unfortunately, I live in India. Please, I would like to know, would you be willing to sponsor me if I go ahead and apply for the job? There is no harm in doing that. And then you just wait for their reply. They might come back to you and they might say, fantastic, we're happy to sponsor you. Or they might come back to you and they say, oh, we're very sorry, at this moment we are not sponsoring. But you might be surprised that a job you think is not sponsoring because they haven't stated there, they might be willing to sponsor if they look at your CV and they look at your details and they feel that you meet their criteria. As we all know, teachers are in high demand at the moment in the UK, especially for secondary in the sectors that we know. Physics teacher, what else again? Physics, I think, maths teacher, languages, they're in high demand at the moment. So nothing should put you back if you're looking at the job and the job is not offering visa sponsorship. That shouldn't put you back at all. For me, it's an opportunity for me to then email them and find out, and who knows, you might be lucky, you might have been the only one who might have applied for that job, and they'll be more than happy to employ you and give you a sponsorship. So again, now, before you do that, one thing I must say, because some people are fond of doing this, you see a job and you quickly email them. Please do not waste people's time. Do not waste their time and don't waste your time. You have to make sure that you meet all of the job specifications that they're asking you for. Look at what they're asking for in the job specification. Do you meet all of that? Do you have all of that requirement? If you are certain within yourself that you do, then I would say give them an email. It would be very, very unfair to them and to yourselves if you just see a job and you just email them and asking for sponsorship. It's just wasting people's time, to be honest. So, but you have to make sure that you meet the requirements first. Then you can then email them and ask if they offer sponsorship. And you might be lucky. you might be lucky that they will be more than willing to do that. So please, for those of you asking me this question, I just said to make a very quick video about it, so that everyone is on the same page, and I don't keep getting the same email again and again. So please just email them. Email them, explain your situation. There's no point applying for a job when you know that you are not in the UK and then expecting them to do some sort of magical wishes to get you to the UK. Email them first and ask, are you willing, are you able to sponsor me if I apply for this job and if I am chosen for the job? So yes, I think for me that's what I wanted to say, and I hope that's clear and everybody's on the same page, and that yeah, don't shoot yourself at the heel. Don't think, okay, it's difficult to find a job. You might have to send 100 emails, you might have to send 1,000 emails. It's okay. At the end of the day, you know what you want. You've got to work hard. So finding the job is not an easy part, and especially if a lot of them are not sponsoring at the moment. They're not saying that. It's just a case of just emailing people or calling. If you have the means to do that, just give them a quick call and say, oh, please, can I speak to the receptionist? Might not know. Okay, so if you're calling, do not ask the receptionist who's likely going to pick the call. She might not know if the school is sponsoring. Just say, please, can I speak to the HR manager, or can you put me through, because I would like to find out if your school is sponsoring. Okay, so she might say, okay, wait a second, or she might say, send us an email. But you're not, please don't ask the first person you meet. She might know. Not to say they might not know. They might know, but you're more likely to get an answer from the HR personnel in your school or the head teacher rather than the receptionist, who may not. And if it's a very big school, he or she may not be aware of that, that the school is offering that. Okay. That is it for me this afternoon. Again, any comments, any questions, please leave that in the comment section below and I will answer them. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and I will see you soon. Bye.